the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a white horse stands, its coat gleaming like fresh snow. But upon closer inspection, a horrific sight emerges. A barnacle wound, grotesque and alarming, festers on its flank. This is not a scene from a horror film. It is a stark reality that reveals the darker side of nature's design. The barnacle, a creature often associated with the ocean's depths, has found an unlikely host in this majestic animal. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the chilling truth behind barnacle infestation and its implications for both the horse and the natural world. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, are notorious for their ability to latch onto surfaces, often causing significant damage. In this case, the white horse has become a canvas for these relentless invaders. The barnacles, with their hard calcareous shells, burrow into the horse's skin, creating a grotesque wound that is both painful and alarming. The infestation can lead to severe inflammation, infection, and even systemic illness if left untreated. The horse, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears the burden of this parasitic relationship, a living testament to the harsh realities of survival in the animal kingdom. As we explore the biology of barnacles, we learn that these creatures are not merely mindless parasites. They are complex organisms with a fascinating life cycle. They begin as free-swimming larvae, drifting through the water until they find a suitable surface to cling to. Once attached, they undergo a transformation, sealing themselves to their host and entering a life of immobility. This transition is a grim reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of survival, as the barnacle relinquishes its freedom for the sake of sustenance. But what does this mean for the horse? The barnacle infestation serves as a dark metaphor for the often exploitative relationships that exist in nature. Just as the barnacle clings to its host, humans have a tendency to latch onto the natural world, sometimes to the detriment of the very creatures we admire. The white horse, now a victim of circumstance, embodies the struggle between the beauty of nature and the harsh realities of existence. In a world where we often romanticize the bond between humans and animals, the barnacle wound serves as a stark reminder of the darker truths that lie beneath the surface. It challenges us to reflect on our role in the ecosystem and the impact of our actions on the creatures that share our planet. Perhaps in the end, we are all just barnacles, clinging to our own hosts, oblivious to the damage we may cause. And as we ponder this unsettling thought, one can't help but chuckle at the irony. After all, who would have thought that a white horse could become a barnacle's unwitting Airbnb? in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun scorches the earth and the air is thick with the scent of wild grasses. A cheetah prowls, its sleek form a testament to nature's design for speed and grace. Yet, as the camera zooms in, a shocking sight emerges. A grotesque barnacle infestation clings to its side, a nightmarish tableau of nature's darker side. These crustaceans, typically found in marine environments, have made an unlikely home on this majestic creature. The sight is both captivating and repulsive, a reminder of life's cruel twists and the relentless struggle for survival. As we delve into the world of this afflicted cheetah, we uncover the unsettling reality of how barnacles, usually found on rocks and ships, have adapted to latch onto a terrestrial predator, feeding off its flesh and blood. The barnacle's life cycle begins with a larval stage that is surprisingly mobile, searching for a host to latch onto. In this case, the cheetah, perhaps weakened by an injury or illness, has unwittingly provided a perfect opportunity for these parasitic invaders. Once attached, the barnacles secrete a hard shell that encases them, making removal nearly impossible. They feast on the cheetah's nutrients, creating an open wound, a festering sore that is both a breeding ground for infection and a source of immense pain for the animal. Cheetah, once the embodiment of elegance, now bears the scars of this unholy alliance, a living canvas of suffering and survival. As we observe this tragic scenario, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable truth about our place in the natural world. The cheetah's plight is not merely an isolated incident. It reflects a broader narrative of imbalance, where human interference has disrupted ecosystems, leading to unforeseen consequences. Our actions have far-reaching effects, and the barnacle's grotesque takeover serves as a metaphor for how invasive species can wreak havoc on native populations. Much like humans have encroached upon the habitats of countless animals, in the end, one might wonder if the cheetah, despite its suffering, is not just a victim of circumstance, but a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all life. Perhaps, in a darkly humorous twist, we should all consider that, in the grand scheme of nature, we are not so different from barnacles, clinging to our own hosts, whether they be the earth, our communities, or the very systems that sustain us. As we laugh at the absurdity of it all, let us remember that nature, in all its beauty and brutality, has a way of reminding us who the true parasites are. In the vast, untamed wilderness of North America, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains, a creature of immense power and majesty roams. American bison, a symbol of strength and resilience, is often seen grazing peacefully, its massive frame silhouetted against the horizon. But today, we delve into a darker tale, one that reveals the hidden struggles of this iconic beast. Imagine, if you will, a bison, its thick fur matted and stained, a grotesque sight that sends shivers down the spine. This bison bears a horrific wound, a festering mass of barnacles clinging to its side, a testament to nature's cruel and unyielding hand. As we draw closer, the details of this gruesome affliction become apparent. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, have found an unlikely host in this majestic animal. Typically associated with the hulls of ships or the rocky shores of the ocean, these creatures have adapted in a most disturbing way. They latch onto the bison's skin, burrowing into the flesh, creating a grotesque amalgamation of living and dead tissue. The bison, once a proud symbol of the wild, now bears the weight of this infestation, a living canvas of nature's darker side. The barnacle infestation is not merely a surface-level issue. It is a complex interaction between species that reveals the harsh realities of survival. These barnacles, known scientifically as balanus, are opportunistic feeders. They thrive in environments where they can anchor themselves securely, and in this case, the bison's thick hide provides an ideal substrate. As they latch on, they begin to feed on the bison's nutrients, siphoning off essential resources that the animal needs to survive. The bison, in turn, becomes a host, a living buffet for these relentless invaders. The wound itself is a grotesque sight. The barnacles, some the size of a fist, protrude from the bison's side like grotesque growths, their hard shells glistening in the sunlight. The surrounding skin is inflamed and raw, a painful reminder of the toll this infestation takes on the animal's health. Flies buzz around the wound, drawn to the scent of decay, while the bison, in a futile attempt to rid itself of this burden, rubs against trees and rocks, only to find temporary relief. The pain is palpable, a silent scream echoing through the plains as the bison struggles to maintain its dignity amidst this horror. But how did this bison come to suffer such a fate? The answer lies in the delicate balance of nature, a web of interactions that can quickly spiral out of control. As human activity encroaches upon natural habitats, the bison's environment becomes increasingly compromised. Pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction create conditions that allow barnacles and other parasites to thrive. The bison, once a dominant force in its ecosystem, now finds itself vulnerable, a victim of circumstances beyond its control. As we observe this tragic scene, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of all living things. The barnacles, while repulsive in their infestation, are simply following their instinct to survive. They are not malicious. They are merely playing their role in the grand tapestry of life. Yet, the bison's suffering raises ethical questions about our responsibility as stewards of the earth. Are we, in our quest for progress, inadvertently creating conditions in the vast, untamed expanses of the American plains? A creature of immense power and grace roams the bison. However, not all is well in this majestic beast world. Picture the bison, its massive frame burdened by a grotesque sight, a horrific wound, a patchwork of barnacles clinging to its side like the remnants of a shipwreck. These barnacles, typically found on rocks and boats, have made an unusual and repulsive home on the bison's thick skin, transforming this noble animal into a living canvas of nature's darker side. As we delve into the bizarre phenomenon of barnacle infestation, we encounter not only the unsettling visuals, but also the chilling implications of nature's ruthless designs. Barnacles, those small hard-shelled creatures, are notorious for their ability to latch onto any surface. And in this case, they have chosen the unsuspecting bison as their host. The process begins when barnacle larvae, microscopic and almost invisible, settle on the bison's skin, often in areas where the animal has sustained minor injuries or irritations. As these larvae mature, they secrete a strong adhesive that anchors them in place, leading to a grotesque overgrowth that can cause severe pain and discomfort for the bison. The barnacles thrive, feeding on the bison's nutrients while simultaneously creating an infection risk, leading to inflammation and further complications. This unsettling symbiosis illustrates a chilling reality. The bison, a symbol of strength and resilience, is now a victim of parasitic invasion, trapped in a cycle of suffering. As we observe this dark spectacle, we can't help but draw parallels to the human condition. Just as the barnacles exploit the bison's vulnerabilities, we often see similar patterns in our interactions with nature. Our relentless pursuit of progress and expansion has led to the degradation of ecosystems, pushing wildlife into precarious situations. The bison, now a host to these barnacles, serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of imbalance in nature. In a world where we often overlook the interconnectedness of life, the barnacle-infested bison stands as a testament to the fragility of existence. Perhaps, in this grotesque tableau, we can find a sense of humor. After all, if nature can be so bizarrely creative, maybe we should all consider a career change to barnacle farming. But in truth, the laughter fades when we realize that our actions can lead to such dark consequences. It's a grim reminder that, in the grand tapestry of life, we are all connected, for better or worse.